Hi guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so I think I'm like 4 videos behind on Miss Amberlynn, and because I do 2 creators, I have a person that I do called Katie Joy, and I call her Miss Katie though. I do. And so I cover Miss Amberlynn, and I also cover Miss Katie. So I need to get caught up on both fronts. So if you were on the little journey with me to get Miss Amberlynn put in place, y'all, hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. Hit that subscribe button, because you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I like to be just as surprised as you are. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, you know what? Transparency here, transparency. I had to, I'm going to have to restart this, and I got quite a bit of ways in, but I can't remember where I was at when my phone started ringing. I don't understand. I can be doing nothing. I can just be doing laziness, just sitting down with my feet propped up, because here in Texas, it's really, really cold right now, and it ain't supposed to be this cold. But I'm propping my feet up, and, you know, I don't get a phone call, don't get text, don't get nothing. And then as soon as I pull my computer out or I go to do something else, man, my phone's got to ring or it's got to ding. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart this. We're going to rewind and I'm going to start all over for you. So hopefully y'all enjoy this.
Hey guys, so this video has been a long time coming.
Okay, Miss Amberlynn, let me just say something to you, okay? Let me just say something to you. These weigh-in videos that you do, those are your most gross profiting videos that you do. Because everybody wants to know, what does she weigh now? Has she lost any weight? It says I've gained, so we'll see how much she's gained. Yeah, I like to do these blindly because I don't know what's going to be said by her. She's unpredictable sometimes. Just lazy.
It is a weight loss / semaglutide update. So today is actually January 10th.
No, it's not. Yeah, liar, McLiarson. No, it is not. You only posted this about, what, 3-4 days ago when my son was sick? It's not January 10th. It wasn't January 10th. You're always behind times. You do all kinds of little clips all the time. Little piece here, piece here, piece here, piece here. And by the time you get done, video don't make no sense because you never caught up.
And I took my first semaglutide shot on January 6th. So today is a Friday and I did take it on a Monday.
You know what? You get that shot in and you just go ahead and you take it whenever you feel comfortable taking it. But you stay on a routine, Miss Amberlynn. Stay on a routine or it's not going to work for you again. It won't. So you need to stay on schedule. You got to be on point.
Let's just get right into the weigh-in, kind of explain to you guys how I'm doing.
Oh, so you're going to explain to us why and how you gained all this weight. That's what you're about to do when we don't need your excuses. There are no excuses. I've gained a lot of weight, but I don't have an excuse for it.
I also weighed in today. So how much have I lost since taking it, etc., etc. So do keep in mind that the last time I was sharing my weight with you guys was sometime in the summer.
Yeah, and you've been holding it off because let's just get down to the nitty gritty of all this. Miss Tommy is called a FEEDER, and with that you've like ballooned up and you've gained weight instead of losing weight throughout this time. So, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have went to Wisconsin. Maybe you should have thought about your weight long before this video.
So it's been like half a year. It has been a very long time. And I was in the 470s. That was after taking semaglutide and losing like 30 pounds.
Yeah, and here's another thing, and while you're saying it's been a long time, just think about Vlogmas. Just think about December. That's when you could have made your most money, but you didn't want to do it. You wanted to do like 3-minute videos. You got to do them longer than that for them to even count.
Like a month, so very quickly did I lose that weight. And then I stopped taking semaglutide because it wasn't working, and I keep trying to emphasize
it wasn't working for you, but here's the thing. I thought you said in the beginning it was working for you. When you first started it, it was working for you. You just give up on everything way too fast. That's all you do. You just give up on everything.
Is this, and I think people are just getting extremely confused. So I'm gonna.
Nope, not confused. Not confused whatsoever at all. You quit everything. If you see any kind of positivity in it, any kind of massive weight loss, anything, then woman, I automatically thought back to when you had cancer. Remember all that weight you lost when you had cancer? Unfortunately, we don't say the C word normally, but I mean, that's what she had. She lost a whole bunch of weight, and now look at her. She don't try.
Try to like explain it again. When you open a vial of insulin or semaglutide, Ozempic, Zepbound, whatever it may be,
there is an expiration date that comes on that package, and it depends on how long that you have it for. And you can actually, depending on what kind you have as well, you can have it for more than a month and it's just fine and it is still activated.
When you first open that means from that point on for 28 days, it's effective.
It's only effective for that many days, right? You're only going to lose weight for 21 days. That's it. You just give up. Once you get in a routine, you get in a routine.
Gonna work. And then it expires after 28 days. It literally says it on the vial. When I went to the med spa to get semaglutide,
I guess she has a whole different kind than me. And I have it for a different reason than weight loss.
They didn't give me a vial. What they did was they gave me syringes, like right in front of me. They took the vial and they filled 13.
I've never seen that happen. I've never heard of that happen. I know a lot of people that's on it, and I have never heard of that, Miss Amberlynn. Nope, never heard of that.
Syringes. So based on how I was supposed to take those syringes, that would be about 50 days or 60 days worth of semaglutide.
So you could have been on it for 2 months, is what you're saying. You could have been on it for 2 months. And if she said that it stopped working, so when it stopped working, she had to stop taking it and this, that, and the other. No, ma'am.
So after 28 days, the potency goes down and it expires. And it's definitely true because I lived the experience.
You lived the experience? Yeah, but you also gave up. You could have stayed on some kind of routine. You weren't even on a eating routine whenever you were on that. Goodness gracious, you didn't care.
Like the 5th week and 6th week, I still took my semaglutide. I even increased my dose and it was not working at all.
Wasn't working because you don't put effort into anything. You can actually reprogram your brain even whenever you're on it. You can program your brain to decide that you're not going to accept it. Plus, you have to have protein in your body. You got to make sure that you have all kinds of vitamins in your body for it to actually work. But if you're eating junk upon junk upon junk upon junk, it's not going to work for you, regardless if it's potent or not. It's not going to work for you, Miss Thang.
I did get a little sick. I wasn't feeling well and I did get a little diarrhea, but like my appetite was back full force.
Because you didn't change anything. It's simple. Yes, I'm looking at her and I'm looking at you, but you didn't change anything. You just kept going the same way you always go. And even if you're on this shot, it doesn't matter. You still have to eat a certain way for it to work.
But like I was injecting something inside of my body. So of course I was going to have side effects from that. But like why I was taking it, that completely wasn't there anymore. So
you were taking it just for weight loss. But you understand with weight loss, you got to do food as well. You got to eat as well. And it can't be greasy all the time. It can't be none of that. It makes me sick. It does. I can't eat all that junk food. I don't see how she does.
The company that I'm currently using, they will be sending me a new vial every 3 weeks. It's never going to expire. I'm going to have my semaglutide new and fresh.
It's kind of one of these things. Hold on a second. I want to see something. All right. So I'm going to put this up there for you. Okay. And I just found this on Whittemere Rejuvenation Clinic, whatever it is. And there's a YouTube video there to watch, but I'm going to put this right up here for you. And let me read this to you. Vials are good for 12 weeks with a single injection per week. If you're feeling sick after taking it or have nausea added to it, we can go over split dosing, so there are fewer side effects. Simple. I know my doctor ain't lying to me.
Every 4 weeks so that I can keep taking it and increase my dose when I and they also see fit. So anyways,
Wonder what dosage she's getting. I wonder how high of a dosage she's getting. Huh.
I did lose the 30 pounds rather quickly. And once I stopped the semaglutide, I gained them back rather quickly.
That's what happens when you don't eat right. That's what happens when you don't exercise. That's what happens when you don't leave your house besides for food. It's simple and easy, woman.
So on January 6th, when I weighed myself, Tommy was here. I was feeling flustered.
Yeah, Tommy was here and was there. And every time Tommy's there, just me, I don't think Tommy wants to be on camera anymore. So she doesn't get to film when Tommy's there. You know, that's just the name she gave her girlfriend. But she doesn't get to film whenever Tommy's there because I don't think Tommy likes it. I think Tommy got so much backlash. She's like, no. Because in the beginning, she didn't care if she was on the YouTube channel. The YouTube. Wasn't me. But anyway, she didn't care. And then she started getting all this backlash and all this and that, especially when Rarity came up missing because somebody left the door open. And so this elderly cat wandered outside and she disappeared on her. Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of things were happening because she was actually supposed to leave that day, etc., etc. And so I didn't even film my weigh-in. I wasn't even thinking. I just stepped on the scale and I remember putting it in.
You didn't film your weigh-in because, you like to lie about your weight quite a bit. You really do. And you like to just say, I lost 2 ounces. And so that means that, or 0.5 pounds, that means that instead of going up, she went down. So she'll count that as a full pound of weight loss. That's what she does.
My journal, I was 517.6.
Prove it. All you got to do when you don't get your butt on a scale, all you got to do, and if somebody needs to show proof, get up, go step on the scale, and film it. That's all you got to do. That's kind of your job, is filming things that you do, and getting on a scale is something that you do, right? Or you did. So it's your job to film stuff like that.
So that means in half a year, I've gained 40 pounds about. That's a lot, but I have gained more than that.
Okay, she said 40 pounds about. Yes, I am pausing this a lot. But she said about 40 pounds. See, that's what I'm saying. About 40 pounds. She's not going to tell us exactly what it is. I personally think she's lying.
In a smaller amount of time in the past. So, you know what? I'm going to take what I can get.
We're not going to take what we can get. We want proof. Prove it, Miss Amberlynn. Show us what the weight actually is. Because most people say that you got up close to 600. There's a lot of people that said that. Because you did get a little bigger. And so I've gained weight over my whole journey here on YouTube. So I know something about something, okay?
For someone my size, gaining 40 pounds is super freaking easy to do, especially with lymphedema. Like, I can gain 10 pounds in 2 days.
It's also easy to do when you order takeout all the time. When you're in restaurants all the time. That's what you leave your house for. That's what you leave your house for. You leave your house to go eat. I think that's the happiest time in your life. That's what I think.
Easy. Regardless, I lost 30 pounds super quickly on semaglutide, completely stopped at cold turkey.
See? You lost weight. You are the one that stopped. You give up on everything. How many diet things have you been on? I mean, Octavia, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig. How many have you been on? And you just quit. You just quit. You're like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to do this no more.
Gain that weight really quickly back. It happened. It is what it is.
No, it's not. It is what it is. People watch you. There are people that actually, care about you. And then there's some people that realize that you're a narcissist. And, I used to be one of those people that really halfway cared. But it didn't take me long to realize, this ain't my cup of tea. I even did videos on her with support. Hey, Amberlynn, why don't you do this? Amberlynn, why don't you try that? And people would come in and they'd tell me all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, well, I just offer suggestions. Yeah, me offering suggestions, I finally realized it ain't gonna work.
We're moving on and moving forward. So with this semaglutide, which I shared in, I think, my last video, but it was towards the end, so I don't know if everyone saw it. This semaglutide is...
You're actually saying that people don't watch your videos all the way through. You're admitting that right now. You're admitting that nobody watches your video all the way through. People go to reaction channels to watch you because you're so boring.
It's mixed with B12. Last time I took semaglutide, it was mixed with like sodium something or other. So I'm probably low in B12, so I'm kind of happy that it's mixed with that.
You know there's testing to do to see if you're low in B12. You know that, right? Do you think maybe you are low and that's why they put it in the medicine for you? You think? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I wonder about her vitamin D. She doesn't leave her house really, like I said, besides for food. So I wonder, how much vitamin D does she have? I bet you she don't have hardly nothing, so where's those supplements?
And plus that feels a little more like healthier for my body. So I will say that last time I took semaglutide versus this time, I am experiencing different side effects and
different side effects. Yep, of course. You got to put that out because if you experience so many side effects, Miss Amber, you're going to quit. You're going to quit. Like you quit everything else. Just like the journey of getting weight loss surgery. If you would have just went through with that, let me tell you, my opinion alone. If you would have gone through with your whole weight loss thing by going into surgery, getting your bypass or whatever it is, then it would make you sick to eat as much as you eat. It would make you sick to do certain things. You should have went through it on with it, and you didn't. So all of this is kind of your fault anyways.
Feelings on it. But I also want to add, just like last time, I also quit smoking Delta 8 because...
Well, duh. That should have been one of the first things that you do. Goodness gracious. You gonna eat all the time. That's what you gonna do. You just gonna eat all the time. Common sense. I know I ain't got none, but goodness gracious, this girl's got less than I do.
Delta 8 gives me the munchies. I don't think as clearly when it comes to eating, etc., etc. So last time I also quit smoking. This time...
You quit smoking it last time? I thought you just said you took it. Am I wrong? Okay, let's continue.
I am as well. So the side effects I am having could be a contribution to the semaglutide and the fact that I did quit smoking, something that causes me to have the munchies. But either way, something is happening.
You're going cold turkey on things, and it's not healthy. Your body will crave stuff if you don't give a tapered little effect to it to get your body re-regulated. It's not that difficult.
So the side effects that I am getting this time is there have been a few days I have woken up and I have felt extremely...
Hey, don't you speak proper English all the time? The side effects I have is... Let's see how many that you list, because is a single. R is different. Man, I tell you something, she writes in those journals. She's just a kind of a reporter on herself now, ain't she?
Nauseous. Like, literally, I need to go stand over a toilet, but I don't puke. So that's good. It's just like this very bad nauseous feeling. Normally, I have like such an urge to order takeout.
Oh, you always have an urge to order takeout, and this ain't gonna change anything. Give you just a little bit, and you're gonna be doing the same daggum thing, and you're gonna be complaining, why isn't this working? It stopped working. You're talking it up right now, but we both know that you're gonna say it stopped working.
Like, I just really want to order takeout. I don't want to cook. I don't care to cook. But on semaglutide, like, I noticed that, like, my like desire for takeout, it goes away.
Is that a side effect? It's a side effect, right? Your desire for takeout? That's a side effect. Or it's a side effect that it's supposed to be a side effect that you don't want to order out.
Way. So I have been cooking more at home. I've been eating all my meals at home, which...
You are not a good cook and you are not a healthy cook. So don't you even try to lie to nobody. Don't you try to lie to nobody.
I am very proud of that. I'm not really aiming to like eat healthier. Like, oh my God, let's get so many fruits and vegetables in and this and that. Like, girl, I'm going to be taking this slow. Like,
when you start medication like this, you have to be mentally ready. You have to be at a point in your life where you say, I want to make a change. So you want to make all these little small steps. You should have been preparing yourself to get on this medicine, and you need to read up on it, and you need to find out what you should be eating while you're taking it for it to be effective on you.
I know myself and I want to eat foods that I enjoy. It's quite that simple.
Crap. That's the foods that she enjoys. Crap.
So I still have been eating things like chocolate, which I do want to like slow that down and not do it so often. Yeah.
Then stop buying it. Just don't buy it. It's that simple. If you don't have it in your house, don't buy it. Don't order it. Don't nothing. And I think that's where she fails herself, because she gets all these food deliveries and she gets her stuff delivered to her, and whatever she's craving at the time, she just adds it in there.
Yes, but I'm not going to just like overnight become just a health queen. It's not going to happen.
Nobody expected it to happen because everybody knows how you are.
But I have been enjoying eating foods at home and cooking things at home. And it's been so cold. Like, we had a snowstorm here.
Oh, no, ma'am. I know you're in Oklahoma and I know I'm in Texas. Yep. We had a snowstorm, but here, let me tell you something. That snow ain't got nothing on what it is now. Oh, goodness gracious. Them temperatures just went whoop, boop. And I mean, the bottom fell out of them. Oh, that's why I'm in this and I'm in my bed and I'm like, I covered this thing. I don't want to get out of bed. I want to do my chore and jump back in bed. And y'all know you're like that on cold days. Don't you even say that you're not.
So I've been enjoying like making soups and just like warmer, cozy foods. I want to show you a little clip that I was going to add to a vlog, but here's like...
See what I mean? Did you hear that? A little clip. She does little bitty clips that she adds together. And all she does is say, okay, I want to add this on this day, this on this day, this on this day. And you don't know if her clips are, a month old. You don't know, because that's what she does.
A soup that I made. All right, you guys. So I'm currently making a soup and it's going in like stages here.
Are you supposed to have macaroni? I don't think so. I don't think that's part of a diet plan, macaroni. It's not even whole grain.
There's a lot of different ingredients. Salsa, chicken broth, a little bit of taco seasoning.
Get you some low sodium taco seasoning. That's what you need, low sodium. You don't need to swell no more, Miss Amber.
And I don't know, got this idea from a chef, folks.
What chef? What chef? Tell us. Who does this? Who cooks? Just plain noodles? That's all that's in there. Who does this?
Where you cook the pasta while it's raw, just to brown it a little bit.
There's no water in there. You can't, how is that cooking? That's not cooking your macaroni, woman. No, macaroni requires water.
So, gotta watch that so it doesn't get too brown. Already cooked the meat for it, which...
That looks gross. I see the onions. That looks gross. That looks like dog food. Listen to me. Why is it that all of her food looks so gross when she cooks it? Her soups, her chili, her whatever it is, it just looks nasty. So if a chef taught her this, got to question what that chef was thinking.
I used beef, and there's also onion and minced garlic. I'm also going to add a little bit of potato.
Of course, potato. Gotta have them starches.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes when it's done. And I'm a dumb, and I totally...
I'm a dumb. You're a dumb what? Because you said, I'm a dumb and... Oh my goodness gracious, she knows... She speaks English. And proper English. Every day. Liar.
Forgot to take like a video of it completed, but here's a picture of it completed. You guys, I'm telling you, it was so freaking good.
You think all of your recipes are good, but anytime anybody else eats your recipes, they're like, they try to be, some of them try to be nice to you, but there ain't no being nice to you sometimes. They just decide they ain't gonna eat nothing you cook. They wisen up.
And since then, I've made 2 other soups.
No, ma'am. No, those look like fat bugs. That's what they look. They look like swollen. What are those? It's not a maggot. What is it? There's a bug that some people eat, and I cannot remember what it is. But I'm not even eat. I'm thinking botfly. That's what it is. Those look like botflies, do they not? I wouldn't put it in my body. Blah.
It's hard for me to make soup for just one person because
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. All you got to do is you cut your portions down. You can do that no matter what app you're using, no matter what recipe you have, no matter what. You can change that if you really want to.
because I'm using like a big pot and the whole nine. So I am making too much soup. So now I just need to learn how to make a little less.
It's not hard. It's not hard. Look it up. You like to Google things. Look it up.
I do love leftover soup. I'm not really like a leftover girly, but I will have leftover soup if it's just from like the day before.
I thought you didn't like leftovers at all. Oh, no, that's right. Whenever you cook it, your soup or your chili, it's always so amazing. You got to eat it more than once. So, you don't make no daggum sense.
But I have discovered that leftover soup made with pasta is not my favorite thing. I do not like the texture at all.
Bot fly. That's what it is. It's a bot fly. You were eating bot flies. Y'all like that? Y'all don't get grossed out, but that's what it was. Looking like, my opinion.
But the soup that I did make with the pasta like that day was so freaking delicious. Yum. So then the next day I actually made the same soup, but just with potatoes.
Yeah, because you figured out the noodles weren't the right way to go. You think? You burn the noodles. And what she says, you brown the noodles. And then you add the noodles into everything else. Wouldn't that taste like burnt noodles? I don't know. They sure did swell up a whole lot. And usually when you see those in macaroni, they don't look that big, do they? She did something.
Now that's winter chicken dinner, just saying. So anyways, okay. So I did weigh myself today. So here's that because I did remember to actually record it.
You did your job. Half clap. This is what my son does. Half clap. You did your job. There you go. But why are we constantly looking at the ceiling or a wall? All right. Anyways.
Okay, January 10th, weigh in. Let's do it.
Hello. It's ready.
Best thing ever. Oh my goodness. It's ready. Best thing ever. That is iconic when it comes to Miss Amberlynn. Iconic to hear those words.
508.6 pounds.
So 508.6 means I am down 9 pounds.
Ooh, is that because of your medicine that you're on? Who thinks she's going to stop? Who thinks she's just going to give up at some point? She's going to have it in her head. I want this, I want this, I want this, and I can't have this and this and this because it makes me not feel good. So I just need to give up. How many of y'all think she's going to do that?
Since Monday and today's only Friday, which I expected to happen because no longer smoking Delta 8 and now taking semaglutide and just not ordering so much takeout. And I'm
so much takeout. Not hard. Don't order takeout. I don't order takeout. No. It's simple and easy. There are so many meals out there that you can start, and you can put them in the night before if you want to, and let them on low in your crock pot and your roasting pan, whatever, and they will cook all day, and it'll be nice and juicy and tender, and you got an air fryer. You don't need to be eating out at all. I mean,
also a little less active because while Tommy was here, like
really? A little less active. We hardly ever see any kind of movement from you going outside. We hardly ever see any of that unless it's with your mama, especially in Oklahoma.
Like I'm telling you, we're on the go every single day. And when I'm on the go, I swell.
You always say you swell. You always say that you swell. Don't eat so much sodium either.
That's how it is with someone with lipedema and lymphedema. So that 9 pound weight loss is definitely a lot of water weight.
I got an excuse. I got an excuse. I got an excuse. She always has one. She does. Always. But it's good for her to know and actually point out that she wasn't eating any better, so she couldn't have lost weight on eating the food that she's eating, right? because she's admitting right now that it's not food weight.
Probably like 96% water weight. And I'm fully aware of that, but I already feel better. And that's like all that matters to me.
You did last time when you started it, and then you gave up.
So even though I did my shot on Monday, I don't want Mondays to be my shot. So I am able to take my shot this coming Sunday.
Okay, if you're going to do that, you need to stay on your shot, and you need to keep it on a time schedule as well. You don't want to take one at 8 in the morning and 8 at night. That's not what you want to do. You got to get yourself on a schedule, and if you don't got yourself on a schedule, you're defeating the whole entire purpose.
Just one day sooner than I took it before, because I want Sundays to be my like shot day.
Mine is, and it's easy that way. I know exactly when I need to take it.
How many like weigh-ins or weight loss updates I'm going to be giving you guys. I do think maybe doing one for sure like every 10 days would be fun.
Any kind of weight loss video you do gets you views. Weight loss, weight gain, it doesn't matter, because everybody wants to see if you're failing or not, because normally you are.
Fun and just like randomly like in a vlog being like, hey guys, this is how I'm doing. I don't want to just like oversaturate my YouTube channel with a bunch of weigh-ins, because
you oversaturate your weight loss or your non-weight loss channel. You oversaturate it with doing nothing. Kind of like me. I'm sitting here snuggled up because I'm cold, and I'm doing nothing besides talking smack. That's all I'm doing. That's all I ever do, and this is for entertainment purposes only, and I hope I entertain you. But still, you have every excuse not to leave your home, regardless of the situation, unless it's food.
because that's just not the way I roll, even if I am losing a ton of weight. I truly want my channel to be a channel about me.
It is about you. You're a narcissist. Everything is about you. You're always the victim. Everything is about you.
And my whole life and a part of my life is me losing weight.
A part of your life is you losing weight, but that part of your life you don't want to go into full force. You want to gradually lean into it and gradually give up food and gradually do this and gradually do that. Why even start it if you're not ready to make a change? Why? You're wasting your money and you're wasting your time.
I want weight loss to be like the main focus on my channel, because that's when things get messy and I don't want to prove myself to anyone. I just want to be doing this for me and my health.
If you don't want to prove yourself to anyone, then you wouldn't be posting it on YouTube. And if you have weight gain, you have an excuse for it because you ate something the night before or something like that. If you have a weight loss, you want to brag about it, but you also want to say, oh, well, I could have lost more, or I should have lost more if you wouldn't have done this and if you wouldn't have done that. It's pretty simple. Stop. Take out. Just stop. You don't know every single calorie you're getting when you go out to eat. You don't.
It's for me and my health, and just so I can just feel better, because I have not been feeling the greatest. So that's all I really have to say regarding my weight today.
So pretty much this was a weigh-in video. That's all it was. Talking about her weight. Like I said, those videos, they pull views for her. So if she realizes that, because her views have gone down, if she realizes that and this video does really good for her, then she's going to be like, okay, I need to do it again. I need to do it again. I need to do it again. But if, like I said, if it's her gaining weight, then she's going to have an excuse for it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be some kind of excuse, her lymphedema or this, that, and the other. There's an excuse for why she would be putting on. Anyway, it could not possibly be the food she eats. Oh, no. It is never the food that she eats. Come on, people.
But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye, Miss Amberlynn. I'm glad that you updated us. I really am. I'm glad that you gave us an update on you gaining weight, because the first thing that people are going to think and the first thing people are going to see and the people are going to say is, because your girlfriend is an FEEDER, and because of that, people are going to say that's what made you gain weight. You going up to Wisconsin and being with her is what made you gain weight. You completely cold turkeying everything is what makes you gain weight. McDonald's, I was trying to think for a second. McDonald's, you used to order McDonald's and just get a Diet Coke. Why? And For the record, my opinion only, I don't believe that. I think she did it maybe once or twice just to show the receipt. But anybody can tell you, mostly anybody, almost anybody, McDonald's fries, oh, they got you hooked. It don't matter. Them things got you hooked. And if you're going to go buy McDonald's, you want their fries. I don't know what it is about them fries, but you want them fries. That's why you just stay away from all fast food, all restaurants, all everything, because you do not know your calorie intake at that point. You can guess. And on certain apps like MyFitnessPal, sometimes they have the bigger restaurants, but in bigger restaurants on there have the calories and all that, you know, points for Weight Watchers and things. But whenever you go to these smaller ones, you don't know. You really don't. You don't know how much salt they put in there. You don't know how much seasoning they put in there. You don't know what kind they use. You don't know any of this. So if this is a life-changing thing. If you want to stick with this, great, good. Supporting you. But if you're just going to sit here and you're just going to give up on it like you do every other thing, then what's the point? There is no point. It's a waste of money is what it is. And I'm sorry, I'm not like Miss Amberlynn. I can't afford to be wasting money every time I turn around, because that's what she does. She signs up for Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers, and she loses money. But then she'll come back and she'll go, I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to try it again. You can try it 500 times, but if you're not going to make a change, Miss Amber, then you're never going to get anywhere. So you need to figure out a way to make a change for the betterment of you. Or don't even bother taking this. Don't do updates. Don't nothing. Just keep gaining weight. Because you can't do it on your own, even though you say you can. If you could do it on your own, you would have already done it. But you haven't done it yet. Now have you? Because you can't do it on your own. So, yeah. Okay, I went on a rant. I'm sorry. I ramble, but it's just because I know some of this stuff, okay? So, I want to go ahead and tell y'all, some people like my rambling and some people don't. I don't know. But I got to get an intro of her. I have an intro on the other lady I cover. I need to get an intro on her. I need to seriously do that. It's going to take me a little bit because I like to do the edits. I like doing edits, and I like doing little, plugs here, plugs there. I do my little clips, but I do my little clips differently. So, alrighty guys, I want to go ahead and say to you, because I need to get up, my washer just went off. It just went off, which means I need to go and switch them over. But I want to say to you, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And you remember, you better smile today, or you better make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. Alright, I get to go edit now. I get to go edit, and I get to listen to myself talk, and I get to listen to my own voice. And sometimes I'm like, Janet, you talk too much. It wouldn't take me so long to edit if I didn't talk so daggum much. But I talk too much. And I give y'all too many inside details of my life. I know I do that too. Yeah. I kind of did it in this video too. So, I can't help it. Y'all know that I just talk to y'all like you're just here with me, because I talk to everything like everything's, just an object, that I can have a conversation with. I don't know. Anyways, I want to go ahead and tell y'all,